3 reasons why giant high volume workouts from big professional bodybuilders do not work for us natural skinny guys that have a desire to put on muscle, size, and strength to get bigger and stronger. And I'm going to explain why this case in this video with three different things of effort, calories, which also ties into the mental component of it, and third, with the point of diminishing returns, followed by proof that these workouts do not work for us. And then lastly, to share with you the methods I use that have given me lots of progress and results in the last 9 months alone, following some stuff that I've been doing for the last 9 months alone. You'll have to stay to the end in order to see that. Anyway, so skinny guys love to do giant high volume workouts that they see from big professional bodybuilders because more is better, without realizing their genetics and everything else are very different compared to our lifestyle, body type, structures, and genetics. So let's start off with the good popular example of the chest workout for National Bench Press Monday, of the flat bench press, the decline bench press, the incline bench press. And then from there, we have the dumbbell bench press, followed by the seated press, and then some push-ups. And that's just for chest. So I think that's 7 different exercises so far just for the chest, not including, I already forgot flies. And then we're doing like 3 to 4 different variations of flies for, yep. And then from there, and that's just for chest. That's not even including the shoulders or the triceps or the core. So that's the chest, shoulders, triceps, and core. So that's 4 different muscle groups all in the same workouts, followed by upwards of 10 different exercises just for chest, and then 3 to 5 exercises for flies, followed by upwards of 5 to 10 exercises for triceps, and the same thing with shoulders plus core. So you're talking like 50 plus sets of exercises in one massive workout. Oh my. So I got tired just talking about it. So, and the reason, so I'll share this right now. And the reason why, for proof as to these workouts don't work, every skinny guy that I've talked to that's been working out for a year longer, that's been following this workout program, has yet to see any progress or results from that. That's proof alone to me that they don't work for us, for our genetics. So, oh my, so that is a massive workout. So let's break this down. Let's break this down into the 3 reasons why these workouts don't work for us. Like before I actually check out what I'm doing. So first off, back to what I was saying earlier of efforts. In my experience, as an extra skinny guy with a very fast metabolism that has a desire to put on muscle, size, and strength to get bigger and stronger, when it comes to efforts, I have learned and realized that the more volume that we add to the workouts, the less overall effort we can put into the overall workout with every rep and every set. And therefore, mathematically and physically, we can only put in so much effort within the workout to preserve energy and to essentially check it off the box to say, I did it, instead of putting in 100% effort with every rep and every set of that workout to be able to essentially shut the muscle down to create a fantastic muscle growth and strength response to actually grow from that. Instead, we are trying to survive the workout to check it off the box to say, I did it. And by doing that, we are preserving energy throughout the entire workout just to be able to complete the workouts. And that is mistake number 1 of being a box checker, of just trying to survive the workouts to make it through those 50 freaking sets of exercises to say I did it, mainly from an ego standpoint, without realizing that you left a lot of games on the table because you were not able to put in maximum effort with every single rep and every single set of that workout. Instead, you're putting in 50% effort at best, and therefore not creating a strong enough muscle growth and strength response to even grow bigger, stronger from that workout in the first place. So that's problem number 1. Which also ties into the mental component of it, which I'll discuss right now, is that especially for, as well as for me with this, with these giant workouts, I'll get halfway into it and just be like, oh my God, I still have to do like, how many more exercises do I still have to do? Oh my God. So it's very draining from a mental component of it as well, which also isn't helping from the effort side of it, of putting in maximum effort when you're already physically, and not only physically drained, but mentally drained as well. So your level of effort just dips super fast. Now, from a calorie point of view, us natural skinny guys with a very fast metabolism, we already need lots and lots of calories, more calories than usual in comparison to other guys with different body types that have other problems that we don't have. We already need more calories than usual, and now you add in all of this extra high volume workouts that is burning even more calories, which requires us to eat even more calories than we already need in the first place. And I was actually just talking to a couple skinny guys yesterday in Facebook DMs when I mentioned to them that they're eating X calories and they can't gain weight or get bigger, stronger to save their life, and I recommend it to up their calories, and they're like, bro, I don't know if I can eat that. I don't know if I can eat that many calories. And so you factor that in of the mindset component of it, of eating the calories just for maintenance or to get bigger and stronger, and now you're adding in these giant workouts that are burning even more calories, which requires you to eat even more calories in order to get bigger and stronger. So, needless to say, the higher volume workouts that you're doing, the more calories that you're going to need to grow from that. And the fact that we are struggling enough as it is to get more calories in, it's just counterproductive for us as well. And yeah, so that's the calorie point of it. And third, the point of diminishing returns that'll tie into this. So you can only break down a muscle so far and so much in one workout. Once you hit that point of diminishing returns, whether it's in one exercise and 3 sets, or 2 exercises and 4 sets, once you hit that stimulus response, anything after that is not going to help you grow bigger and stronger any faster. In fact, it's only going to, increase your risk of injury, and followed by making it take longer and longer for you to recover from after that. Okay. And therefore, these giant workout programs that you guys are doing to mimic professional bodybuilders, they are far exceeding the point of diminishing returns for our desire of putting on muscle size and strength, especially in the event that you're putting in 100% effort into these workouts. You don't need nearly that much volume to create an effective muscle growth and strength response to grow bigger and stronger. And once you hit that point of you created that stimulus and that response to grow muscle and to get bigger and stronger, after that, you're already going into the point of diminishing returns of just increasing your risk of injury, because more is better. And yes, this is where, so this is also where hitting a muscle group more than once per week comes into play. Let's, for example, like for doing like bicep curls, or so hitting the biceps or the triceps or the shoulders or the back, let's say twice a week. Cool. That, yes, from a bodybuilding context from hypertrophy and those things, yes. In theory, I agree with that. That's how you go around that, to take these massive workouts and split them up over the course of the week to hit a muscle group more than once per week. I agree with that. However, the problem with that is that now you're playing the game of working out 6 or 7 days a week, and you're cutting off and you're reducing the amount of rest and recovery time that you're taking in general throughout the week. And that's the issue I have with that, of So this more comes down to how much rest and recovery that your body personally needs to grow bigger and stronger. Things like stress levels, lifestyle, your 9 to 5 job, all of those things come into play with how fast that you can recover from your workouts. For me, I have tried several times to work out a muscle or an exercise more than once per week. And personally, for myself, I've found that when I hit that muscle for the second time, let's for example say biceps or shoulders, I've noticed that right away that a 5-pound weight feels like it weighs 100 pounds, which means my nervous system as well as my body has not recovered yet from that first workout. So for me, with a very active lifestyle, stress levels are higher than usual. With a very labor intensive, rigorous 9 to 5 job, I have learned that working out six or 7 days a week to hit a muscle group 2 or 3 times per week simply does not work for me. And I've also noticed that same thing, that's a common thing with my next skinny guys that have busy lives. They're constantly on the go all day. They have a very rigorous manual labor job that requires them to pick up, lift, move, and heavy things all day long, which is a workout by itself. And that's all the more reason why I encourage my skinny guys to essentially limit themselves to working out 5 days a week max, and to get that rest and recovery in at least 1 or 2 days per week, versus playing the game of working a muscle group out twice per week, which then extends how many days you're working out per week to 6 or 7 days per week, which is once again cutting down on the amount of recovery, rest, and growth that you're getting throughout the entire week in general. And last I checked, a muscle itself grows when you're not working out. It grows when you're resting and recovering. So just throwing that one out there. Now, in the event that your body can recover from that relatively quickly, in the event that working on a muscle group twice per week works for you, awesome. For myself and pretty much every single skinny guy that I've talked to, that's not the case, especially with very busy lives and a rigorous 9 to 5 day job. That's a workout in itself. That's why I have found in my experience that working out a muscle group or working out an exercise such as the deadlift or a pull-up or rows for that matter, just once a week, is plenty stimulus to plenty stimulus to grow bigger and stronger, to put on muscle size and strength to grow bigger and stronger from that. So I found in my experience, as well as talking to several skinny guys in the last 6 months to a year alone with that. So that's kind of my spiel with that, of addressing in the bodybuilding context of a workout program of hitting a muscle twice per week to essentially go around the point of diminishing returns, to address that point in this video with that. Full transparency, I literally had to pause the video because I forgot where I was in the video, and rather than you just staring at me for the next 30 seconds, I had to kind of think about where I was in this video and where I wanted to go next. So all right, so we covered the 3 things of efforts, calories, point of diminishing returns, and the mental component of these giant, massive, high volume workouts. And we covered the 3 things as to why they do not work for us not just skinny guys with a fast metabolism that have a desire to put on muscle size and strength to get bigger and stronger. Now, proof that these workouts don't work for us, I'll use myself as an example first. So many years ago, when I was doing these giant workouts because I thought more was better, that was what I thought at the time, so relatable on that mentality, that I was doing these giant 50-set workouts of doing like 4 or 5 different exercises. For example, the back, of doing 4 to 5 different variations of rows, followed by pull-ups, followed by shrugs, you name it. I was doing all of those things, and then to repeat that with other muscle groups of the chest, followed by arms, followed by legs, back, all that stuff, right? I did that for a couple of years, and guess what? I got 0 results. Crazy. I know. I was a box checker. I was just going through the workouts, and over time I learned I was not putting in the effort that was required to create that muscle growth and stimulus response, because it was so much volume. I was trying to preserve energy. On top of that, I wasn't getting enough calories that I needed, which I already covered previously. And third, I was getting sick all the time. I was getting injured all the time, waking up tired and wired, miserable, drained, all because I was essentially living in the gym, doing these giant workouts that were taking me 2-3 hours to do, because there was so much volume. It was leaving me in a very bad spot. So that's proof for me that it doesn't work. Secondly, so the second piece of proof I'll show you right now is that every skinny guy that I've talked to that has reached out, that has been working out for a year or longer, that has been doing these giant, massive volume workouts. Actually, correction. So every skinny guy that I've talked to that has been working out for a year or longer, that has not been able to progress or put on muscle size or strength in that time frame, every single one of them have been following these giant workouts that I just mentioned to you in this video. So between myself and literally every skinny guy that I've talked to in the last 6 months that's been working out for a year longer, also has had the same results of me, of 0 progress or results with that. So that's proof enough for me that these giant workouts from big professional bodybuilders don't work. Oh, on top of that too, not to mention that, once again, that we fail to realize as not just skinny guys, that giant professional bodybuilders, a lot of them are on steroids so they can recover much faster. They have very different genetics than we do, so that they can respond much better to workout in comparison to having an ectomorph frame, which with our lack of genetics, that takes us a lot longer and more effort to get bigger, stronger. So they have very different so steroids, very different genetics and lifestyle. We can't forget that. When we fail to realize that their job is to work out, to get bigger and stronger, and to eat, recover, and go from that's their job. So they have, on top of that, they have athletic trainers, professional chefs, people, lots of staff and sponsors in the background with lots of resources, telling them exactly what to do, when to do it. And essentially, they have a lot of resources going on in the background that we're not seeing in these videos that we're seeing on Instagram and YouTube and things of that nature. They have a very different. So long story short, big professional bodybuilders, they have a very different lifestyle compared to us, not just skinny guys, every day, not just skinny guys that have a 9-to-5 job that are also trying to get a workout in. Very different lifestyle. So steroids, genetics, body type, metabolism, and lifestyle. And yet we are trying to compare our everyday lifestyle as everyday guys with that of having. So essentially we're comparing, so we are trying to mimic the workouts to get the results that they are getting without having steroids, without having the genetics for it, without having the body type for it, without having the lifestyle for it. You see where I'm going with this. So all the more reason why the more is better approach does not work for us natural skinny guys to get bigger and trying to put on muscle size and strength. Lastly, my solution. So after realizing all this over the years and making my own mistakes and making essentially every mistake in the book for us natural skinny guys to get bigger and stronger with muscle size and strength, what I've realized is that, as I've kind of already hinted in this video, I am a big believer and advocate of low volume workouts. That I'm talking like 9 to 12 sets total for the entire workouts, not 9 sets for one exercise. Correction, not 9 sets for one muscle group or one exercise. 9 sets total for the entire. So I've showed my workout logs for a week, a few weeks ago in my private Facebook group for skinny guys, and the most volume workout I had in that week was 11 sets, and I think that was for shoulders on their own separate day, as I discussed in a previous video on that. And so all of my workouts are 9 to 12 sets. Sometimes I will go up to 15 when my body is feeling some extra fire in me, and I have the energy and the ability to be able to do a few extra sets of volume with a more of a finisher exercise at the end of the workouts, when I'm also in a good position to do that. But 15 sets is a lot for me. But the secret, the magic sauce with these low volume workouts is, once again, 100% effort with every rep and every set of that workouts. I am absolutely fried by the time my workout is done, after normally about 12 sets. Fried. Whether I'm doing back, whether I'm doing chest, whether I'm doing shoulders, whether I'm doing deadlifts, legs, whatever the case is. It only takes me about 9 to 12 sets for me to get a fantastic workout in, to create a fantastic muscle growth and strength response stimulus, to grow bigger and stronger from that in just 9 to 12 sets, from 100% effort into every rep and every set of that workouts. In fact, especially when I'm doing big compound movements like the deadlift, pull-ups, rows, RDLs, lunges, you name it, farmer carries as well, that my core is also fried afterwards. I can't do a core exercise if I tried. And that's also why I actually don't do that many core exercises anymore in general, because my core is already fried, and efforts to stabilize my body, to protect my spine and other things during the workouts. And my core is absolutely fried by the time the workout is done, which also eliminates the need to do anywhere from 3 to 5 or more exercises of just core by the time you're done. So, and yet, with these low volume workouts, my results speak for themselves. Of train smarter, do less, and accomplish more. That's my motto when it comes to putting on muscle size and strength to get bigger and stronger as a natural skinny guy, to work with our genetics by training smarter, doing less, and accomplishing way more in far less time, in comparison to trying to follow these giant workouts with lots and lots of volume that we see from big professional bodybuilders, because the more is better approach. And to instead to work with our genetics, our metabolism, our body types, and our lifestyle, to work with that, to essentially pick the most effective exercises to get the best bang for a buck in the shortest amount of time. That's my motto. That's my jam. It's worked very well for me. It's also worked well for the natural skinny guys that I've worked with. So the proof is in the pudding, gentlemen. Just saying. So that's my TED Talks for you with this video today. With the big three reasons as to why the three big reasons as to why big, giant, high volume workouts that we see professional bodybuilders doing do not work for us natural skinny guys, to instead low volume with 100% effort with every rep and every set of that workouts, to create that growth and stimulus response while working with our genetics, body type, metabolism, and lifestyle as everyday busy men. That's all I got for this video. I hope that this video was helpful for you. Until next time, JB out.